Today is November 13th, 2025, and in case you missed it yesterday, it might have been the biggest update in the Epstein story since Jeffrey Epstein committed suicide back in 2019. Emails were released, a congressional petition reached 218 signatures, and Republicans and Democrats teamed up for the first time in, well, forever. And amidst all of this, President Donald Trump was reportedly calling members of the House trying to stop it. So here's what actually happened. The House Oversight Committee released a batch of emails written by Epstein himself. One email from 2011 says, "That dog that hasn't barked is Trump. Victim spent hours at my house with him. He knew about the girls." Nobody knows what "knew about the girls" means, but it's real text, published in real documents by the House Oversight Committee themselves. And that wasn't the only email. A different chain from 2018 shows Epstein regularly emailing former Norwegian Prime Minister Thorbjørn Jagland about Trump and Russia. In one email, Epstein praises Vitaly Churkin, Russia's late permanent ambassador to the UN, writing, "Churkin was great. He understood Trump after our conversations. It is not complex." Then, in June 2018, right before Trump's Helsinki summit with Putin, Epstein pitches something even weirder. He tells Jagland that Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov should get insight on talking to me. Jagland replies that he's meeting Lavrov's assistant the next day and will pass it along. This all happened less than 1 month before the Helsinki summit. Nobody knows if that meeting ever actually happened, but it shows Epstein actively selling himself as a kind of Trump interpreter, a private back channel to help Russia understand Trump. There's more. In a 2015 exchange, Epstein offered the New York Times photos of Trump with girls in bikinis and begged them to publish them. Another email has him talking with Kathy Rumeyer, former Obama White House consul, describing how dirty Trump is in his business dealings. In a set of 2019 emails, Epstein says he attended a meeting in London with President Trump and Prince Andrew, calling it, quote, "too funny," and referencing Prince Andrew's accuser coming out of Mar-a-Lago. It's a lot, and all of it dropped yesterday. And how did this happen? A discharge petition, which hit the required amount of signatures yesterday. Now, the House is legally required to vote on unclassifying all Epstein-related files. That means travel logs, communications, emails, everything. And this part is probably the wildest. This petition wasn't led by one party, it was Republicans and Democrats, including members of the Freedom Caucus, joining progressives and establishment Dems. The final signature came from Adelita Gravala, a Democrat from Arizona who took 50 days to get sworn in, who was literally sworn in yesterday. This is one of the only issues in years where both parties said, yeah, release everything. Now here's what's blowing up. Multiple reports say Donald Trump personally called Representative Lauren Boebert, Republican from Colorado, and Nancy Mace, Republican from South Carolina. The goal? Get them to pull their names off the petition. White House and Justice Department officials, including Pam Bondi, the Attorney General, and other key GOP lawmakers, also met with her earlier yesterday, discussing the release of the files with other key members of the party in an effort to have certain representatives pull their support for the release of the files. They refused, and because they didn't fold, the petition hit 218 signatures. Trump himself tweeted on Truth Social, saying the emails are all a Democratic hoax, time to distract from the ongoing government shutdown. You could decide what that means. So what happens now? The House Speaker Mike Johnson stated yesterday that a vote on whether to release the Epstein files early could happen as early as next week. If the vote passes, the government will be legally obligated to release every unclassified Epstein-related file in its possession. There's still a chance that the Senate or the White House slows the process down, but right now, as of this week, the momentum is toward full disclosure. This is one of the biggest transparency pushes in US political history, and myself, and I know many others out there, have been waiting for the release of these files for years. We'll keep following it. This is Something Creative NYC, and there's more to come.